Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to GameCloth Chat Pack. We have Commander Quest here with us today, one of our sponsored streamers. Um, this is basically just a Q&A chat that we decided to start doing with our sponsored streamers. We might do it with other people in the community as well. That's why I didn't really want to call it like Streamer Spotlight or anything. We decided on the name Chat Pack, and we're gonna get started here. How you doing today, Commander?
Not too bad. Busy. A lot going on. Like I said, I got homework, laundry, clean the house, grocery shopping. I feel like I already missed something. So, and the day is already like half over. So,
Right,
already
right.
off to a great start.
Well, I was sick a little bit last night. I threw up.
Oh
Had a
no.
rough night. So I was like laying in bed until up to this point.
Were
So
you throwing back a few too
yeah,
many or
yeah,
something?
yeah, probably.
Or?
All right. We're gonna get started here. First question I have for you is when did you start streaming?
Actually, I want to say it was end of March last year, so a little before COVID started. And oddly enough, I was never going to stream. I actually thought it was a dumb thing, which
Right.
sounds bad now. Like I've kind of like contradicted myself a little bit. Um, because like back when streaming first started, and being an avid gamer, excuse me, I always wanted just to play the game. I didn't want to watch somebody else play it. Um, so I was like, I don't see this whole streaming thing going anywhere. And little do I know, or did I know, I was wrong. But what happened was I was in a audio tech class in the fall semester, I believe it was, of 2019, and we had to do uh, a studio purchase basically. So what would happen is that you would have to make a mock order of what you would need in the studio once you book it, and then you have like a certain amount of money, blah blah blah. And honestly, I was actually going to do a podcast first.
Mm-hmm.
And when I ended up figuring out how much a mic costs and the right kind of mic, um, I the mic just sat in my living room for until the end of the semester, and then the next semester started, and COVID happened. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's give it a try. See what happens.
Right, right, right on. That's awesome. So you've been streaming for over a year, then? Is that
Uh,
right?
almost, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Which is crazy to think. It feels like it's only been like 2 months, but yeah.
Okay, so what? Like when that decision happened, like besides the fuck it part, why did you decide to eventually just start streaming games or?
Uh, Also, my best friend Rex, who I have been neglecting seeing, but I've also been crazy busy. But he's also a fellow streamer, Superstitious Gaming. If you've ever heard of them,
Okay.
if you haven't, go check them out. Great people. But he had already started it, and he is pretty good in Fortnite. He plays a lot of Fortnite on his channel and Phasmophobia.
Right,
And
right.
he literally was telling me about like how quick he was getting into it and how he already got um, moderated or whatever, to where you can get the stars and whatnot, so people can
Mm-hmm.
donate. And and then yeah, like I said, COVID happened, and he was like, "Hey, here I have this thing where you can automatically jump the line instead of doing all the little things you had to do in order to be able to get the stars." So I was
Right.
like, "Okay, cool." So it was a combination of school, COVID, and my best friend,
All right. Right on. Right on.
or one of many best friends, but still best friend.
Right. 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 What console? What console or consoles do you stream on?
Mostly PS4 and the Switch. Mostly because the Switch is super portable, so I really like that. I
Right.
try to port the PlayStation around, but it's not a lot of work. It's just kind of annoying. And I would love to do PC, but unfortunately, I stream via my laptop, so it does not have the capability to play any of the PC games I have on it and stream it at the same time. I think I
Right.
tried.
Right.
Um, Aside from Among Us, when we did that, since it's not a very powerful game, I was able to do that. But I
Mm-hmm.
think I tried to do Oddworld New and Tasty, I think it was. And
Didn't work
super
out.
laggy. And that was even
Okay.
no, it was even and I even had to drop down to 20 frames. So I was like, yeah, this is a no.
Okay.
This is a no.
Where did you come up with your streamer name, Commander Quest?
Much like many other things, I poll my friends because I am terrible at coming up with names. Like, I made a character on DC Universe, and he was a villain at first, and I had to come up with a character name, and I call him Melek, and I use that name for any magical creature in any game that I play
Yeah.
anytime. Uh, but yeah, so I actually just made a post on my Facebook page, and just had friends kind of send me ideas. A lot of them were not the brightest, but a for effort, they tried. Um, and then I think I made mention of my PlayStation ID name, which is Kobe Commander. And a friend of mine was like, "Why don't you just do Commander Quest? You do a lot of adventure games and blah 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 blah." It's like, I'm here for this.
All right. All
I
right.
like it. Yeah.
Right on.
So it was. There was actually one other one that I was going to pick, but I honestly don't remember what it is. And then as I was commissioning for the logo, I said, you know what? We'll just go with this one instead.
Okay. Right on. What's your favorite video game of all time?
That's like asking me. That's like asking me what's my favorite movie. And as you can see, I have a lot.
Yeah.
Um.
Okay. Can you name a
Oh.
few?
Oh man. Now I kind of feel challenged to want to pick one, but yeah, that's impossible. Um. Wow. I'm gonna have to go like Conker's Bad Fur Day,
Oh wow.
Contra. As much as I distaste that game, it is redonkulously hard. Almost all the Final Fantasy games, more so Final Fantasy Tactics. Absolutely love it. Um, Man, Banjo Kazooie, Chrono Trigger, Golden Sun. Oh man, definitely have to give it to Luigi's Mansion because I mean, as much as I like a good Mario game, it's time to give the other people a chance. I'm trying to think of some other ones that aren't necessarily RPG. Um, the Resident Evil series, absolutely, and
Right.
Silent Hill, which sadly enough, I don't know why they have not made a new Silent Hill game. Or if they have, I'm definitely out the loop.
Right. Right. I think it's been. It's definitely been a while. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I never really got into that series myself. I actually they ported it to the Xbox, which is what I play on. And I
Mm-hmm.
bought it, but it's real old. Like it's the
Right.
original one and two, and yeah, it's a little bit old, so like it's gonna take me a bit like to actually like jump into it because like I'm used to all this new fancy stuff. Like
Right.
so, so yeah,
I
I want to
actually,
get into those though.
and it's funny you said that because I actually booted up my 64, which I have not played in a long time,
Yeah.
and tried to play GoldenEye, which I was a beast at back in the day. Not anymore. Like I literally tried to move around, and I was like, "Oh no, I don't think I remember how to even aim or anything." Like, no, no, no. Like, I couldn't even get past the first stage after I started it up. It was very embarrassing.
For me, that's like Lion King on the Sega Genesis or Aladdin. Those two games, like
Right.
I beat the heck out of those games when I was a kid. But I have the ports now,
I,
and I can't
I mean,
I
did
can't
you?
get past it,
I,
man.
I mean, did you really beat Lion King? Because
Yeah,
honestly, I think the furthest I got was after you had to jump on the giraffe heads and whatnot.
yeah.
Basically, the second or third stage in the game. And after that, I don't think I got any further.
I think it's just because we were kind of poor and I didn't have a lot of games, so like I had a lot
Right.
of time to like actually try and beat it, and yeah, eventually I did. Did this the Stampede stage, and then like
Mm.
later on, yeah, I remember beating Scar like on the rock or whatever. So
Yeah, nope,
yeah,
never made it that far. Um, I mean, I had a lot of time with Sega. We had Segas in the house,
right,
and Sonic was a big one for us. So yeah, I
yeah.
definitely know what you mean.
That being said, what's your favorite console of all time?
Hmm. Uh, if you ask my other best friend Michael, it's going to be PlayStation. Honestly, PC is where it's at. I mean, to say superior, I mean it is, but I kind of don't like that name because it kind of makes all the other consoles seem less important. I mean, everybody has their own way of playing, and honestly, like, I mean, I'm kind of happy like this whole console war um, or feud, I guess we should say, is basically kind of over. But PC is definitely where it goes. I mean that's where I actually started, but my favorite is going to have to be PlayStation.
Which PlayStation console do you think was your favorite console?
Oddly enough, too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Two's
there
good.
was a lot of amazing games that for someone like me who is notorious for not finishing games. And if anybody who watches this and are my followers over at Commander Quest, you will know that I will start a game and you probably will never see it again. And so I'm like, oh, hey, we should go back and finish that.
Right, right. um, okay. What are some of your other hobbies besides gaming and streaming?
Um, So I also enjoy doing. I enjoy playing disc golf, doing photography. All the photos you see behind me are some of my work, just a very small amount. Um, Various arts and crafts. I try to be crafty and do different things. Um, wow, the fact that that list was that short is kind of sad. Um, I'm a little spontaneous. I enjoy going to a good brewery, having a good beer or whiskey, or going to a distillery, having a good whiskey. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to find new hobbies, but it's just hard right now with me working full time. I'm in school full time as well. Um, Also, which explains why many people don't see me live as much because I
Right.
have all that going on. So I try my best. Somebody's like, "Oh, you should make a schedule." I was like, "With what time?" Like, you guys are lucky that I pop on when I pop on. Uh, um, yeah. Aside from that, trying my best to keep this house. I mean, I don't own it, but still living here. Got to rent it, pay the bills. Um, but yeah, so there's not a lot of time for hobbies. Oh, reading graphic novels. Absolutely love graphic novels.
Right on. What's your
Um,
favorite graphic
I,
novel or a series?
ooh, mm.
That wasn't one of my
So
questions, but we'll jump into
I'm
that.
here for it. I have a few. I'm just going to tell you which ones I'm currently reading, and it's quite a few. I think my favorite one is going to be Saga.
Okay.
So if anybody, yeah, so if you haven't heard about it, it's basically a space love opera of sorts. I feel like for those who have seen it, and I try to explain it, I'm going to butcher it. Um, but basically, it's a war going on, and it's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet kind of deal in a way,
Right.
where there's these two different planets, and there's this one race and a different race, the horns and the wings, and they're battling, and there's a soldier on each side that ends up running away, going AWOL, and ends up having a love child that seemed to be impossible. And most of it is them trying to make a life for their daughter while also being on the run and not trying to get her killed or themselves killed.
Oh,
So
all right. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it
yeah.
and needless to say, it is not for children. There is a lot of nudity in it, but it's an amazing series. Like, it has a lot of left turns. But real quick, I know I kind of ran on that one. The Wicked and Divine, Scooby Doo Apocalypse, which is amazing. It's a reimagining of Scooby Doo. Basically, of course, the gang comes back together, but they didn't really know each other at first. And this time, the monsters are actually real, and it's part of like this whole apocalypse situation. Most of the people on the planet actually get turned into various different types of monsters, and they're going around killing people. Um, and the most recent one I started reading, aside from The Last Ronin, is this one called Die, which is a D&D graphic novel. Basically, what happens is like the different dice. So if you ever played D&D before, the different numbered dice, each one has a magic ability. But once roll takes you into the actual D&D world, where everything is real for you. So if you die there, you die for real.
Okay.
And these kids started playing it ages ago, and they ended up in the world for 30 years, and everybody thought they died. So yeah, it's crazy.
Super interesting. Super interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, moving on. What's your favorite gaming character?
How do you mean?
Like,
Like, is it? Or do you mean
who
like
is
you
who is
mean
your
for?
favorite gaming character? Like,
Oh my god, I am going to hate myself for the fact that I just said I absolutely love Final Fantasy, and I know his name, and I cannot think of it for the life of me right now. Um, and I want to say he was in. Was he in 7? No, he wasn't in 7. Was he 8? Damn, this is even worse. But it's the little magician guy, the black magician.
oh, he's a 9. He's a 9.
9. Damn it!
Yeah, I
And that's
don't.
my favorite one too. Oh,
I
I
actually
feel
don't.
awful.
I actually can't think of his name right now either.
Yeah, I want to say it starts with a Y,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that
yeah.
guy.
He's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
All right. What's your favorite single player campaign?
These are some crazy awesome questions, and yet, and yet, I saw the whole list and I still wasn't prepared. Um, Wait, what was the question again? I already forgot.
Single player
Single player campaign.
campaign. So
Mm.
really anything as long as it's not a multiplayer.
Um. Ooh, I'm actually going to say Devil May Cry.
Okay. Nice.
Mm,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
or that, or God of War.
Okay.
Oh, especially that. Oh, especially the newest God of War.
I haven't played it yet. I have it.
Oh,
I
you
haven't
must.
played it.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
Oh, hop on that bad boy. It is a journey. Let me tell you. Especially if you enjoyed all the other ones. Uh, just the direction they took this was by far better than I expected them to do, and I'm super excited for the next one.
Right on. What's your favorite multiplayer experience?
Mm. So this one's going to be even harder because if people notice, I don't really do like a lot of battle royale style games. It's just
Right.
not for me.
Right.
I'll play them if anybody asks me to play. I'll play. Except for Call of Duty, I won't play that. But yeah, I get bored with it. I have ADHD, and I lose focus after like 5 rounds. I'm like, meh, I'm good. Um, but I would have to say, I don't know right now. I have no idea.
That's
Like I'll
fine.
get back. I'll keep thinking of it, but I can't think of one at the current. Oh, blah, blah, Diablo. Well, Diablo 3, I didn't care for. I like the first two. But I guess I would say like StarCraft. I love StarCraft.
Okay. Yeah, I love
And then
StarCraft too.
and the original first three of Warcraft.
Warcraft. Yep. Oh, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any talents we should know about?
I am a talent. One weird talent I guess I have, I guess if you want to call it that, I can walk on my knees. It sounds stupid. I mean, everybody's gonna be like, anybody can walk on your knees. I'm like, no. So I sit Indian style a lot, and
Yeah.
so I can do it to where I basically have my legs kind of like intercrossed or whatever, and then I actually get up and I can like waddle on my knees.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's a weird talent. I don't know. I
um,
mean, it's not one I bust out at parties. That's for sure.
right. If money wasn't an object, what would you do with your life?
Travel, definitely travel. I don't really get to do that very often. For example, I've barely been to many states in the U.S.
Right.
The furthest west I've been is going to be a shocker. Is Wisconsin and Illinois. I have not been any further.
Really?
Um,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. The furthest west I've been is DC. Further south, I've been to Florida once. Never been to like New Orleans and Texas and all that. Well, obviously that's west, but still, or I guess southwest, whatever, that way. Um, but honestly, my biggest dream is to go outside the country. And first off, hit the UK. I would absolutely love to go there. I feel like my spirit should have been born there or was born there, and I'm like the reincarnation of it. And after that, probably go hit up Australia and New Zealand
Okay,
and Japan.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I've always wanted to go to Japan, man. I've
Yeah,
always wanted to since I was a kid.
I actually took Japanese for several years because originally I wanted to be a translator for like any kind of like big tech company. Yeah, life didn't go that way. Did not happen.
Unfortunately, it doesn't sometimes.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
all right. What was your favorite gaming villain or boss?
I don't know. I tend to forget most of them because like once you beat it, I'm like, yeah. All right, moving on. Is the game over yet? No. Damn. Uh, hmm. I'm not gonna say this is my favorite, but it's a funny story behind it. So, Donkey Kong 64, when you have to finally fight, what's his name, King Rule, how do you fucking say it? I'm sure I butchered that. The crocodile
Right, I know
guy.
who it is.
Uh,
Yeah.
um, so even though there is a save on it, he is actually the hardest fight. Well, at least it was for me at the time at my age, for me to beat, and it took me probably 50 tries in one afternoon to almost beat him. And I only say almost because my little sister at the time thought it was real cute. As soon as I was about to hit the final blow, she came and hit the reset button
Oh
on the
no.
64. Oh, yeah. And for whatever reason, instinct said, you know what? Let's throw the controller on the ground and get up and roundhouse kick her in the face.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was obviously grounded immediately.
Right.
But it felt good for me. I mean, I got retribution. So,
Fair
but
enough.
it took me like another, I think, 2 days for me to finally beat that final boss. But I was so upset. I spent that whole afternoon trying to beat that. And then she's like, boop. But, you know, in her defense, that's actually something I would do. So, well played. Well
Well
played.
played. Um, who's your favorite Pokemon?
Gyarados, hands down.
Gyarados, nice, good choice.
Hands
That's one of
down.
my favorites too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I mean, for me, honestly, speaking of Pokemon, it's funny you brought this up because, was it the remake of Diamond and Pearl is coming out and
Right.
the Pokemon Legends? One, I feel like there's far too many Pokemon now. Like, unless you've actually played all the generations and you remember them all, meh.
I haven't.
And yeah, me either. I think the last one I personally played, aside from Shield, which I did not beat because I got bored with it. I want to say it was Silver, Gold and Silver.
Me too. Religiously, then
Mm-hmm.
I did jump into Sapphire and Ruby, but
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
mean,
care
I think
for. Go
for
ahead.
me, I think the problem with Pokemon, and I'm not saying it's a terrible game. I mean, it has its fun factor. And for the time being, when I do play, it is enjoyable because like the different worlds and blah blah blah. The problem is there's nothing technically really new about the game. It's literally the same game over and over again. You're just in a different region. You know, the setup's basically the same, and you have new gimmicks, which sometimes aren't that great. Um, and I feel like after all this time, I feel like the developers should have come up with something new, which I guess they tried to do with the was it the wild area, and now this Pokemon Legends, which yeah, we'll wait. I mean, I'm personally not going to buy it, but it doesn't look all that spectacular, if you ask me.
Okay. All right.
I'm sure I'm about to get a lot of hate for that. but
Oh
it's okay.
well, it's all right.
Okay.
What got you into playing video games?
I want to say it was my uncle. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I want to say my uncle. Like I said, I started on PC. I mean, console and PC, but primarily PC. But I lived with my grandma for a very long time, and my uncle lived there as well. And he's a big tech savvy dude. He actually lives down in Florida. And if I'm correct, still works for some sort of tech company. Things. I don't know. I barely know what I do for my job. And so he always was working on computers. He always had his computer there. And then, in the glorious day of LAN parties, which he would always have his friends there. And the older I got to be included. So that's how I got to Warcraft, Mortal Kombat when that first started. Oh, why did I mention Mortal Kombat as my favorite games? Absolutely love Mortal Kombat. Total Annihilation, Diablo. There's a dungeon crawler that I absolutely love, but I cannot think of it. But aside the point, but I enjoyed the time spending with him because that's how I got into originally computers as well and being a little bit more tech savvy. And I was originally going to go to college for computer science, and I'm not that anymore. I'm new media with a minor in photography, but I think it all started there, honestly. And then it just grew from there. Like we almost always had the new console when it came out. But we was also poor. But I think they splurged when it came to us. Yeah.
Right. I would get consoles for like Christmas or whatever, but sometimes it would be like if it was like between PlayStation or N64 or what have you, I would get one. I'm not getting both. I'll get the other one like 2 years later.
Right. Like when it's on sale.
Yeah. But yeah, my parents would give me one. I get a few games for it, and then birthdays, Christmases, I'd get more games and stuff. So yeah.
Like I even remember. This is kind of showing my age, but I remember getting the very first Game Boy for Christmas.
Okay.
Big old clunky thing. Yeah.
And
I remember.
Boy.
Yeah, and it came in a clear, plastic case, and that bad boy was thick. So, a little nostalgia there, but yeah, I remember even doing that. Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned D&D earlier? So you get down with D&D on the regular or nah?
I mean, I guess it's the regular. We play every other Saturday. We try to anyway. The last 2 sessions, we unfortunately couldn't play. But it's a group of some really good friends, and one of them's my best friend. And this is technically our first/second campaign. So we're all new, rusty, but we're doing the best we can. And we're having a lot of fun with it, honestly. And I never thought D&D was going to be this fun. The hard part is staying in character. And so when say if like certain party members go off to do something else, even though we're all around the table, we're technically not supposed to hear what's happening.
Yeah.
So say if you went off and then you came back, you had to tell the whole party. But we all tend to not pay attention half the time. So it's like if you didn't hear it then, nobody's going to repeat it. And if they did, it's going to be very Cliff Note-y.
Okay. Yeah.
And not the best Cliff Notes, but
right.
They're decent. They're decent.
Okay. What's your character?
So his name, little bring back from earlier. His name is Melik Stormbringer.
Okay. Yeah.
And so he is a high elf sorcerer. Yeah, am I a sorcerer? Yeah, why do I not know these things? But yeah, high elf sorcerer from nobility. And so I'm actually out looking for my father, who was supposed to go out and find some way to control the family staff, but the only one that can actually use it is myself. But didn't find that out until later. And right now, my dad's actually working for the enemy. So we're trying to save the world and also try to figure out why my dad's a double crosser. So it's
Oh boy.
interesting. Yeah.
All right. Random question: do you believe in ghosts?
Mm. Hmm. I don't not believe in ghosts. Uh, that is a random question. I mean, I'm not. I'm gonna say, yeah. I'll say yeah. Um, I have had a few situations where I wouldn't call it a haunting, but like shit didn't add up. I was like, no, we don't go there. We don't do that. There was a time actually back, I want to say it was junior year of high school, and we used to go to this place called the Daily Grind, one of my favorite coffee shops. That's unfortunately no longer there in Elkhart. And for whatever reason, someone brought a Ouija board to the Daily Grind, and we said, "Hey, okay, cool, let's do it." And as I was walking home, so I guess if you have a Ouija board and you use it, you're supposed to burn it after you use it.
I
Didn't
didn't
know
know
that.
that.
Yeah, me either. Found this out later. Well, I don't know if it's true, but back then that's what I was told. And as I was walking home, I had a lighter in my pocket and it just randomly exploded. Like after,
Oh.
yeah, I guess whoever the spirit was we were talking to was like a common street name. And as I passed that street, the lighter exploded in my pocket and singed my leg. I was like, you know what? We're not doing that anymore. So yeah, I've had times where like I'll be in a room by myself and things fall off the wall or something turns on when it's not supposed to. And I'm like, I even had like the original Furby, and this one's not really a ghost thing, but I considered it to be. But I didn't use it for a long time until the batteries corroded in it,
Mm-hmm.
and it caused all. I'm assuming the wiring or the however it works on the inside. To malfunction very badly to where it started making like these really demonic noises. And I was like, oh fuck no. So I went, I got a hammer, I smashed the shit out that damn thing. And I threw it in the trash. I said, Mom, don't ever buy me another Furby.
Right.
Never again.
Right. That's
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
Super creepy. Um
I can't.
Right. That I've I haven't really experienced a lot of stuff like that, but my mom's told me a lot of ghost stories that she experienced. She thought her house was haunted or something, and like she was testing it because she knew nobody was home, and she told me she put like a $20 bill underneath a cookie jar, and then she came back like 10 minutes later and it was gone and it was somewhere else,
Oh,
and I was like, what the heck? You just
that was me. I went by.
What's that? Oh, you're freezing.
I was being funny as you said she put. Oh, no, you're the one frozen. I'm moving. Hold on. Oh, there we go. You were talking about the $20 on the cookie jar, and she said it disappeared, and I was like, oh, that was me.
Right, right. Yeah, I lost you here. Hold on a second.
Oh no.
See if this refreshes here. Still loading. Still loading.
Mm,
Well,
enjoy it. I mean, well, I can still hear you though.
yeah. I'm sure everyone can still hear you. I have a few more questions, and
Until
then I was going to be
until I
done.
come back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's the worst video game you've ever played?
Um, there's a lot. I can't. Oh, hey, you're back. All right. It wasn't complete trash, but there was this game on PlayStation 2, I believe it was, called 13, and it had
Oh yeah,
potential.
I've
You're like
played it.
this,
Yeah.
yeah, and
They had a
yeah,
remake come out this
garbage.
year. Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Apparently it didn't fix a whole lot. I won't go and buy it. The story was absolutely horrible. The mechanics in it, horrible. Just don't waste your time.
Okay.
I mean, it's not the worst game I've ever played, but it's the one I can think of right now.
Okay. You mentioned Resident Evil being one of your favorite series. What was your favorite Resident Evil game?
Mm. So it used to be 2 and 3, but my absolute favorite has to be 4.
Okay.
I think I played that. Yeah, I played that one. And again, for someone who is a habitual non-finisher of games, I also don't replay major big story games like that over and over again. And I've actually played that one about I want to say 6 times and beat it 6 times. So
Okay.
well, I don't know
That's
why
a
I had
lot
to
of yeah.
beat it
That's a
six
lot of.
times
I
there.
guess that's a lot of times. That's
Yeah,
one
I
of the
mean,
ones I haven't beaten, and the only reason why is because
mhm.
I didn't have it back in the day, and now every time I go to play it, it just feels like so clunky. Like I was talking to you earlier
Mm,
about the Silent Hill series, which is why I haven't
mhm.
gone back to play that. But like it, but everybody's like, yeah, it's supposed to feel like that, and I'm like, yeah, but I can't get used to it.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
so wild.
Once you do, I mean, the game it moves very seamlessly.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. And that one, I mean, that one is at least from what I can remember, uh, where you have to watch out for certain little things. So, like at the very beginning, that wolf, don't kill it. If you do, it won't help you with the first boss. If you,
Right,
yeah,
right,
if you don't kill it, it takes like a huge chunk of the first boss health away. So, little small things like that.
right. Okay. You said Final Fantasy Tactics was your favorite. Is
Mm.
that your favorite Final Fantasy then?
Even though I, for whatever reason, could not remember my favorite character. So my first favorite Final Fantasy game was 9 or is 9. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but Tactics, I can play that bad boy over and over again so many times. It's so good. The story's great. Um, I wish they would make another one, but I guess they kind of are. It's not a Final Fantasy game. It's a working title. It's called Project Triangle Strategy, which is why I don't know, I have no idea. Um, but it's kind of like the Fire Emblem. Was it Three Houses or whatever? It
Mm-hmm.
has 3 different houses in this one as well. And I played the demo, and it's pretty fun. It has a lot to it, way more than Tactics did. But the whimsy of Final Fantasy Tactics and just the fact that like there's so many classes you can pick, and the game can just be played in so many different ways and different playthroughs is just amazing.
Okay. Um, that's all for my regular questions. I have a little thing called Game Cloth This or That. And I was gonna just name a couple things, and you pick the one that you like better. Uh,
You should get like a little music tone. Game called this or
this or
that.
that. Right, that'd be dope. I
Yeah.
mean, this is the first episode of this, so I'm sure things will
Write that
evolve.
write that down. Write
Right.
that down.
Okay. Master Chief or Marcus Phoenix?
Here's a crazy question. Who's
Who's
Marcus
Marcus
Phoenix?
Phoenix? He's the main character of Gears of War.
Ah, I actually do not like Gears. I played the first two. I won't say I never owned the Xbox, but
Right,
my friend
right.
had it. So I would play it over at his house. So I'm gonna go with Master Chief. I played a lot more Halo than I did anything else, even though I still didn't have an Xbox.
Okay. Super
But
Mario or Link?
mm, mm, can I go both? No. I would go Link.
Me
Yeah,
too. Me
yeah, I'm
too.
gonna go Link. Yeah, I'm gonna go Link. Yeah,
Red Dead or GTA?
GTA. I mean, Red Dead is an amazing game, but GTA.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You just go around. I mean, you can blow stuff up in Red Dead, but like, it's not the same flavor as GTA. Okay.
Right. Apex Legends or Warzone? You already kind of mentioned it, so
Mm,
I think I know what one you're gonna pick.
sure
But
did. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be Apex. I actually played that for a long time. I think I stopped after uh season 3 or 4, so I'm very behind.
right, right. I
Mm,
actually jumped. back into it this season, which just started like last week or something, or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, what
But
yeah, what are they at? Like 8? I don't know. I have
something
no
like
idea.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon Red or Pokemon Blue?
Mm, Pokemon Yellow, actually.
Okay.
But out of those two, I'm gonna go blue.
Same.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, yellow was basically both of them put together with Pikachu.
right. Yeah,
So,
you could use.
or Pikachu follows you or whatever.
Yeah, and you could use
Hmm.
You had Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur, so it was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I get everything.
Hmm.
So,
Right. Exactly.
Rock Band or Guitar Hero?
Ooh, Guitar Hero. I enjoyed Rock Band, uh, but I think I was a bit better at Guitar Hero. Plus, at the time, I did not like the Rock Band controller, the guitar. It was just really
Yeah,
funky.
yeah.
But and some of the songs were just like, I'm good. Taking back over the Guitar Hero.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Sega, Genesis, or Super Nintendo?
Man, you got some powerful questions here. I'm gonna have to go Super Nintendo.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, let's go with the Nintendo.
All right. Well, I never did get. I don't know if you got my video back, but I never did get your video back when that cut out. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't, I
yeah.
don't want to like, I don't want to go for another 10, 15 minutes without being able to see you. So I think we should
Right.
like, I think we'll probably cut it off there. I got most of what I wanted to ask you in. And it was a pleasure having you on Game Class
Yeah.
chat back here. And thanks for being the
Well,
first episode person, I
I
guess.
feel I feel honored, and thank you so much for having me. This was a lot of fun,
Yeah,
and if you need help with any future ones, you know where to find me.
absolutely, buddy. You want to plug yourself for your channels or
Yeah, absolutely. And I have a few things coming up. So, um, obviously, you can go find me on Facebook, facebook.com/ Commander Quest, as well as twitch.tv / Commander Quest. Also, YouTube, but if you have to search it, it's really funky how to find. But if you have trouble, always watch the stream. It's right there in there. What else? What else? What else? So even though this has nothing to do with my channel, my birthday is on the 6th. We might do a birthday giveaway. I don't know why I'm giving people things on my birthday, but we'll see how that goes.
right?
But on the day after, on March 7th at 7 p.m., myself and a fellow streamer, you know very well, Adventure Kimby, we
Mm-hmm.
are going to do the Pocky One Chip Challenge. Yeah, is that what it's called? Yeah,
Okay.
and play games. I don't know what games we're going to play, but our mouse will be on fire while we do it. And I think that's it. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. What kind of games do you play on there? Just so anybody who hasn't heard of you, like when you
Um,
stream.
I I am at a wow, words are so hard. I am a what's it called? A variety gamer. Wow, so hard. So I play a variety of different games. I will bounce anywhere from RPGs to first person shooters with some sort of like one player story. There's a lot of one player games on there. I try to do party pack games, so like the Jackbox Party Pack. I'm trying to do some Smash, even though if I had other people on there, I will get my butt kicked. And Mario Kart. So we're trying to open it up to where I can get other people in and join me in on the games, but it's mostly a lot of single player games that you probably won't see on many other people's channels, and a lot of indie games.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, everybody, definitely go check out Commander Quest if you haven't yet. If you haven't yet, what are you waiting for?
Right?
Go, yeah, go check him out. You can't see him right now on my stream because the video cut out, but you can see him on his stream. Whenever he goes live, click that button for it to notify you when he goes live, and we're gonna say goodbye from GameCloth Chat Pack, and everyone have a great day. Bye, Commander.
Bye, guys. A lot of indie games.
Okay.
A lot of indie games.